You're watching Cheery TV.
Howdy everybody, welcome back to Rankable, where we rank things that I think are interesting enough to be ranked, and today we are ranking the best nuts. And when I say we, I mean we, because if your first time coming here, I've got a little special surprise. He's always off frame, because he never knows where to stand. Isn't that right, you and your big ass neck, you stupid big ass neck boy, you pathetic, sad excuse for who even are you? You don't even have that big of a neck for a giraffe. I mean, what's wrong with you? Okay, I'm sorry. Well, head up, alright? We're here to have fun, alright? Okay, we're here to talk about nuts. Because I think nuts, I've grown on them, you know? Like, they've grown on me, I've grown on them. So we got 11 different types of nuts here. I thought there were a lot more nuts than this, but this is the ultimate nut tier list. We're just gonna go through them, and I'm gonna tell you which ones I like, and which ones I absolutely fucking despise. And let me tell you, we're off to an incredibly bad start with almonds, because let me tell you something. Where's F? Why is there no F? There we go, because almonds deserve to be in F. They are an absolutely just disgraceful, useless piece of what? I don't like them. I don't think anyone should like them, for that matter. They're not good for anything. Most nuts, let me be clear, most nuts horrible for the environment. Do you know how much? You know, it takes like 1,000,000 fucking units of water to make one almond. You know, yeah. I mean, not a million. Millions a strong word, but it's a lot of water to make one almond, make one cashew, make one everything. But combine that with just the overall flavor experience and the things that almonds are in. Almonds have taken over anything. You know, it used to be peanuts, which, by the way, spoiler alert, I hate peanuts even more, because that flavor is unbearable, and peanut butter is absolutely despicable and disgusting, and I hate it and despise it. It's just outright despicable. But yeah, with almonds, though, they've sort of infiltrated every, like, trail mix, snack mix, nut blend. They're like, oh, we don't want to use peanuts, because people don't like peanuts, but everyone loves almonds, so we'll throw pistachios, cashews, and almonds, and completely ruin what could have been a perfect bundle of nuts. It's honestly a damn shame, and almonds absolutely ruin it. And I know a lot of you guys are going to disagree, but I hate them with a passion. I hate peanuts more, but I hate almonds with a bigger passion, so I hate them. They're awful. They're disgusting and terrible, and they're smelly and gross. Peanuts, and on the same point, also, a lot more people are allergic to peanuts, so, you can't really be a fan of something that goes out to kill like 5% of the people who want to eat them, you know? That's fair. Yeah, that's fair. It's fair. It makes sense. Brazil nuts. There's no haven't had section. I've not had, this is I think the one nut on here. No, there is one more nut. Well, I've had a lot of things. Oh no, okay, never mind. Yeah, this is the one nut that I actually have not had. I'll put it in C, because my sisters have had Brazil nuts a lot, and they actually really enjoy them. Have you had Brazil nuts? Yeah, because none of us have been to Brazil before, so why would we have had the nuts, you know? I don't know how they got it. Maybe they traveled there without me knowing, in which case, thank you, I don't want to go there. It seems rather hot. I don't like hot, and I don't like almonds. Fuck almonds. But Brazil nuts, they seem okay. I imagine they'd be pretty okay, but I don't know where sells them. I don't know where the fuck. Maybe Whole Foods. I'm not gonna go into Whole Foods. Funny story, I went to a Whole Foods once and actually laughed out loud at people like dispensing the nuts from the nut dispensers as if they were like gonna go feed some monkeys with them, but no, they were just gonna take them home. I think that's the funniest thing in the world. I don't know why. Just a nut dispenser. It's really fucking stupid. Then we have cashews. Cashews, that is a nut that I can get behind. Cashews have absolutely deserved their place as like another staple nut. And yeah, see, we got another agreement on the list here. I mean, you cannot hate cashews. They're just so damn tasty. They've got the nice texture. They look like a penis with an asshole attached to it, which isn't like it's appetizing. It's not appetizing. It's just a funny thing to notice. You know, once you notice it, you can't turn back, and that's just kind of what it is. But for what it is, it's very damn delicious. A lot of these nuts taste about the same, if I'm being honest. Like, if you told me to differentiate a pecan and a walnut, I wouldn't, honest to goodness, be able to tell you, because, at least for me, the flavors are about the same. Which, I don't know if that's true to anyone else, but it is true to me. It's a very similar experience. I like pecans more, And not to say pecans are bad, not to say walnuts are bad, they're going in B. I love these things. I've eaten them on many an occasion, which just shows that I've really taken a liking to nuts. I used to hate the first nut I ever tried before, like, other than these two disgraces, was cashews. And at the time, I was willing to put it down like D because the texture was so bizarre. Because that was like the first time I ever really truly tried to eat a nut, and like, because I was like, I should really start eating something that's a little bit healthier, and I guess nuts are a good way to do that. So, you know, but I didn't like them at first, but then I did like the flavor enough to keep trying to eat them, and now the texture is nothing but goodness to my soul. So I love that. Get in frame, guy. We're doing a show here. Like goddamn. Like stay seated. Like stay planted. Like, be spry and crazy, but be spry and crazy on the, there you go. See, you're leaning too much to your left. There we go. Yeah. Yeah, now you go crazy. I'm going to talk about hazelnuts. I've never actually had a hazelnut as a nut, but I've had hazelnut spread. That's what Nutella is, and I fucking love Nutella. I haven't had it, honest to goodness, in a long time, because I'm not really that much into chocolate. It's pretty much what what Nutella is, I think. Is it chocolate, or is it just a hazelnut spread? Is it not chocolate? It just looks like chocolate? I don't know. I really don't know how I don't know how Nutella works, but it has hazelnuts in it, at least. I know that much, and it is very good. I've had hazelnut M&Ms before. Those are my favorite M&Ms. If I'm being, like, other than pretzel M&Ms, hazelnut M&Ms are my favorite. I had them once in a big bag, and they've disappeared since. Keep going crazy. You can keep going crazy. It's wild. Yeah. He really likes almonds, by the way. I want to make that clear. There's always something we disagree on. That's why I make a good team here. But yeah, he's not exactly happy about the almonds thing, but it's fine because I'm pretty happy about it. Does this count as a nut? Is coconut really a nut? Really? I mean, I thought it was just like a, you know, like if a banana was called banana nut, it would still be a fruit, but this just has nut in the name. Okay, well, then I guess I don't like it. I don't like coconut. It's probably better than those, but I really don't like coconut. And he's going off again. Listen, pal, you can be a wacky, waving, inflatable, arm-flailing tube man all you want. I don't care. I think coconut is gross. I think it has a weird feel in your mouth at the end. I feel like they are the most deadly nut because they're the hardest and most susceptible to gravity. So it's just a bad time all around for everybody. If you don't know a coconut's coming, you're dead. That's just how it is. And shows play it off. Where are you going? And shows play it off as if it's just like, oh, haha, he got hit in the head with a coconut. You're dead. You are just dead. That thing is going to crack your skull open and you are going to die. That's just how it works. Coconuts are evil and they should be treated as such. Now, Mr. Coconut from Total Drama Island, he would at least get A. But he's not here, unfortunately. So it's truly a shame. It's truly a shame. We didn't add any nuts. I didn't think of any. So we didn't add any to this list. Next up, we have macadamia nuts. And macadamia nuts are actually pretty good. I put them in A. I'd put them in A. They have cashew macadamia nut blend, but I feel like the best way to eat macadamia nuts is just a batch of macadamia nuts. Because the ones with the cashews in them, they have like a weird film over them, almost. And that's just like, it tastes different. It tastes more like you're eating like a styrofoam ball. But with just the regular macadamia nuts, they're actually pretty damn good. So I used to think they were bad. You know, I was like, oh, I'll try these. And they were like, what the fuck? And it left a weird taste in my mouth. It was not good. It was not very good. But then you just have macadamia nuts, which are so much more expensive, by the way. It's like, what the fuck? Who's macadamia? And why are their nuts so damn expensive? Like, I don't care if my nuts went to college. I just want them to be good. But they're tasty. They're very tasty. I wouldn't go out of my way to buy a bunch of them because, again, they're probably the more expensive one on the list. But they are very good. And honestly, I will say, though, they only work on their own. People who like them in those, like, chocolate boxes, like the chocolate macadamia nut crumble things, disgusting. Those are gross. I firmly plant my stake in that ground. That is disgusting. I spit on it. It's fucking nasty. Those are disgusting. It's like Jacks. You don't want to eat Jacks and like the chip with the cheese curl and then drink water. You're gonna hate yourself. Especially Voss water. Voss water in particular with Jacks is a horrible combination that I have not done in years because it is so horrible. Can you rate a fucking nut for me, please? Okay, you know, whatever. He's mad. I listen. All you guys who love almonds, this is how I feel about you. You're just a whiny baby. All right. So now next we got pine nuts. Pine nuts. I don't know. I honestly don't. You know what? I think I've had like one of these because my sister offered one, and I was like, oh, it's okay. But pine nuts, I know, are another one of the big like allergy ones. So you know what? We'll bump coconut up. That's how I feel. That's how much I feel shitty about almonds and peanuts. I'm willing to bump coconut to D. But those can stay in C, because I don't hate them, I just haven't had enough of them to actually form a proper opinion. What I have had enough of to form a proper opinion of is pistachios. I fucking love pistachios, and I don't know how you could hate pistachios. They're so damn good. The only thing I can say that could possibly be seen as bad about them is that they have the shells around them, so you have to do a lot more work to actually eat a pistachio, but then people have shelled pistachios you can buy too, so it's honestly the best of both worlds. But I kind of like that cracking because it sort of slows you down to eat less of them, so you honestly feel better about yourself. And then it's just kind of like nice, just having like a little shakeable little bin that you put them in. It's just nice. I put them in my hat. I do that. I'll like eat pistachios and I'll just drop my hat in front of me and I'll just throw the nuts into the hat and then spill them all out into the trash later. It's good. It's good fun. I used to love cashews more. I do think I'm leaning more towards pistachios being my favorite nut, which is not a hot take in the slightest, by the way. That's not a hot take at all. No one's surprised about that. But I mean, yeah, you know what? I'm putting coconut back in F. I don't like coconut. I don't like it. We can have nothing in D. You know? But yeah, pistachios are just so damn good. They're just so good. And every time I eat one, I think of Kermit the Frog. Because remember, they used to do commercials with Kermit the Frog. Those were awesome. I fucking love those. But yeah, that is the general bulk list. We do, however, actually have a surprise extra edition. These nuts, ladies and gentlemen. These nuts. Hey, where are you going? Where are you going? Hey, come on. Okay, well, he left. Alright, we don't need him anyway, because we got these nuts here. And, you know, I mean, let's take a look. So, I mean, clearly, something to love here. They're a little small on the if we're being completely frank, you know. And honestly, sometimes they're kind of weird, and I'm too afraid to touch them sometimes, because, like, especially when I'm trying to shave, you know, it's like, how do you shave these nuts? That doesn't work. It could be better. It could honest to goodness be better. I'm not exactly performing a good show here, so I would probably put it in the D tier. Not just because it's D's nuts, but I'd put it firmly in the D tier, for sure. But yeah, so this is my list of the nuts that exist. We have pistachios, cashews in S, macadamia in A, hazelnut, pecan, and walnut in B. We have pine nuts and Brazil nuts in C, D's nuts in D, and coconut, almonds, and peanuts in F. Now, we get to do the lightning round. Put a minute on the clock. So there we go. We got a minute. We got this. So, what do I think is different? I feel like pistachios might get bumped down a little bit. I feel like macadamia nuts might get bumped down a couple. I feel like they're kind of polarizing. Coconut probably goes into D. I feel like they might appreciate these nuts a little bit more than I do. I'll put them in B. Bottom of B though. I feel like maybe they like pecans more. Might like hazelnuts a little less. Might like Brazil nuts a little more. I don't want to touch these, but I know at least probably at least almonds goes into A, which is such a shitty thing to say. If only he was here, he'd probably be happy about it. He'd be celebrating his ass off right now. So actually, that means that probably goes down. That probably goes down. And I'd say hazelnuts. I don't know why I don't think hazelnuts are gonna get so loved. Like no love from this. And then obviously peanuts aren't gonna be F, but I can't put a ticket them out of F. Like, I don't care. And that's the timer. So that's it. Go away. Thank you. So, here is what I believe to be the list for the nuts for everyone else. Let's see what they actually ranked it as, shall we? Did all this for nothing. Did all that. Bye, everybody.